Welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia and I'm back for another reading. I hope everyone is doing well today. We are going into midweek, so it's about to be hump day tomorrow. And so we are going to get a midweek energy check-in. This is going to be a collective reading, okay? Please understand these readings are for entertainment purposes only, all right? So that being said, please use your discernment when watching any and all tarot readings, okay? Whether they're personal or collective. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah, this should be clarification or confirmation to something that you intuitively are already aware of, okay? All right. I was just getting all the decks shuffled that we are going to use today. We're going to use that one in a few minutes, and then we're going to start with this one. All right. I'm going to say a quick prayer and we'll get into things. Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter the space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. Okay, there's a lot of moving parts to something. There could be something going on where something is hard to get, someone could be like hard to get a grasp on. A situation may be difficult for somebody to deal with here. It could be a lot of moving parts, so it's hard for somebody to understand something. Or that's what's purposely being done. Someone could be purposely making a situation have a lot of moving parts, so it's difficult for people to understand. So people will walk away. I'm not exactly for sure, but we're going to get into this, okay? Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest white light, what do you have for the collective today? Now, this could be a crime reading. I'm not sure. We're going to get into it, though, okay? Holy Spirit, holy angels, the highest white light, what do you have for the collective's highest good? Open case. Someone could be looking at things. This could be why there's a lot of moving parts of something. There could be an open case. Altered records. Somebody could be trying to open a case, a legal case, with altered records. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. There could be hackers involved that are changing the metadata on something. We have barred entry. Someone could be being turned away, or somebody's altered records are being found and they're not allowed to, or somebody's being barred from entering records into an open case or something. Legal loophole. And it was in reverse. So there's no legal loophole somebody can use. They're being barred entry when it comes to some sort of records. Somebody could have opened a case with altered records looking for some sort of legal loophole, but it's not working. They're being barred from legally using a loophole. We have break-in protocol. So somebody could be known for breaking into something. Somebody could be breaking into something electronically or a physical building. I'm not for sure, but there's been a break in some sort of situation regarding a restricted area. Somebody could know like a break-in protocol to a restricted area that they're not supposed to enter. Somebody may have done this looking for a legal loophole and they've been caught. They could have done something with a diversion tactic, but we have it in reverse, and we have cipher code in reverse. Somebody was hoping there would not be some sort of check into this because then their criminal behavior will backfire. All right, let's get some clarity here. By the way, I just want to welcome everyone back. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you guys do, all your engagement, your comments, your hypes of the video, now that I know what that is. And your likes, your subscriptions, which are free, and your donations. And I want to make a shout out specifically to an account named Daniel. And I want to say thank you, Daniel, for your generosity to the channel. I really appreciate all you do. Thank you for the engagement, your kind words, and the donations. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get into this. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can we get some information for open case? What is this about? What is this open case about? I feel like we need to take a different deck first, you guys. Hold on. We're going to use that one in a minute. All right. Just thought I would add that. Tell me about this open case, Holy Spirit. What do we need to know? An addict. Somebody could be saying someone's an addict. Somebody could have opened a case saying someone is an addict. Somebody could be looking into someone being an addict. I don't think they're finding anything. Somebody who wants your person. They want to be like you. You could have somebody who's an addict in your energy that's trying to open a case because they want your person, or they want to be like you. They want to resemble you, look like you, want your person, want your life. Ooh, somebody could have something about a driver's license. Interesting. Somebody could have made a driver's license collective of their picture on you or something. I don't know, this is weird. You are always 10 steps ahead. So there could be something significant that you're always 10 steps ahead of. These people or person could be upset with this. You could know, as soon as something becomes a thought that they're going to try, it literally goes into your head. You get these messages as soon as they start. You could be very connected to energy and to the Most High, to your spirit team, your divine team. And every single time you've got somebody coming up against you, collective, as soon as they think of what they're going to do or what they're going to do next, it's like it pops into your head and you're like, oh, this is how you could be staying 10 steps ahead of something. A robbery. So you could be 10 steps ahead of somebody trying to rob you. And I'm not trying to create any fear here. If you are feeling fearful, this message is not for you, okay? This is going to be confirmation to something you are already aware of. So most likely, you already know that you've been being looked at to be robbed, or you've already been robbed. Or the people that are doing these types of things are criminals. But yeah, these people are hellbound. They're hellbound for altering records. They could be altering records about someone being an addict. Altering records about something when it comes to a robbery. Okay, so Spirit just said the same people that are accusing you of... Okay, same people who are robbing or planning to rob you are the ones that are the robbers. So that's significant. That could be, if this could be why somebody's hellbound. They're trying to alter records about some sort of robbery. A karmic auntie. So a karmic auntie is hellbound for trying to alter some records about someone being an addict. Or when it comes to some sort of driver's license. There's a karmic auntie involved. This karmic auntie could actually be an addict. Spirit said yes. All right. Now, someone could be an addict when it comes to substances. Someone could be an addict when it comes to rage. Someone could be an addict when it comes to being a criminal, right? They could be an addict when it comes to a lot of different things, okay? Falsely accusing people, lying on people. Somebody could be addicted to lying. So this could, take it how it resonates, okay? Bribe. A karmic auntie bribes someone to alter records. Wow. What a gem. Okay. Spirit's asking you to please slow down and enjoy life a little bit more. Okay? Go out, ground yourself, walk in some grass, hug a tree, get grounded, go for a walk, meditate. Because Spirit's saying these people are hellbound. You don't have anything to worry about. So enjoy life a little bit more. Now, you might not feel comfortable going full out and like doing certain things. You could be protecting your energy. You could be protecting your body, your physical surroundings, whatever the case is. But somebody bribed someone. There could be an Aries. This karmic auntie could be an Aries. This karmic auntie could have bribed an Aries to do something with a driver's license. Coercion. So someone coerced someone to do some sort of to like alter some records. So this karmic auntie could have bribed an Aries to alter some records, or coerced an Aries with altered records. So this could be either or, right? You could be an Aries, okay? Or this karmic auntie could be an Aries, or this karmic auntie bribed an Aries to alter some records, or this was to alter records about an Aries. Okay, this is really interesting. So somebody's coercing another person, possibly an Aries, and you are 10 steps ahead. There's something about a robbery. What else is this about? What else we need to know about this? This person could have lied to your current or ex-partner with altered records. They bribed an Aries to be part of this. Coerced somebody with altered records to lie to your partner, to break you up. Binding. They're bound to this. Somebody could be bound to a robbery, or they were binding you to a robbery that maybe you didn't commit. Let's get one more for open case, because we have room here. So let me get one more for open case. Hates that you have self-worth. So somebody was trying to bind another person to a robbery, but somebody's having a hard time binding someone here because they have self-worth. All right, tell me about barred entry, Holy Spirit. So, okay, let me go back. There is an open case here having to do with robbery. All right? There could be something about a driver's license and attic. Someone's trying to bind you to perhaps an open case, but they can't because you have self-worth. Tell me about barred entry, screenshots. So a karmic auntie could have screenshots. They're providing people that are altered records, or they're trying to get people to turn against you with false screenshots. You have ancestral protection, and this person's hellbound. So they're hellbound while you have ancestral protection. So they could be being barred by your ancestors from doing anything here. So they can sit here, they can hire an attorney, they can try to bind you to some robbery, they can lie, say you're an addict, a hoe, what the hell ever they want. But your ancestors are protecting you from this evil, evil woman. Father. So you could have a father. Okay. Somebody could have bribed your father, or there's something about a father, maybe it's not yours, being bribed with screenshots that were altered, that were fake. This could be an Aries. This could have been a driver's license that was fake as well. Or there could be screenshots of a driver's license. Serious about your spirituality. So your ancestors are protecting you because you are serious about your spirituality. So, yeah. Somebody could have wanted you to be the door closed on you by your own father. So this particular auntie could be reaching out to family members and friends, bribing them, or coercing them with screenshots and altered records. religious, not spiritual. You could have an Aries father that's religious and not spiritual, that this person was trying to coerce with fake screenshots. Could be a karmic auntie. A brother could have coerced someone. A brother and a father. A brother could have coerced a father to believe some screenshots. You could always be 10 steps of this brother, but there's something about a brother and coercion, altered records, and barred entry. Done with your time being wasted. So somebody could have lied to an ex collective about a robbery to break you up with altered records. And you could have, ex could have pulled away, and then you could have realized like this person was wasting your time. Maybe you didn't know what was going on at the time. And you were like, I'm done with you wasting my time, and you left them. Either that, or you could be done having your time wasted by a father and a brother that are religious, not spiritual. Injury. Somebody could be trying to bind another person to an injury. Interesting. Collective, I just want you to know that I'm not seeing anything out here that has to do with you. This is looking like it's all been altered. Tell me about legal loophole in reverse. Check fraud scam. Huh. So somebody could be trying to figure out how to get out of a check fraud scam. This could be an addict, a karmic auntie. This karmic auntie could have provided screenshots of something here when it comes to check fraud or some type of a scam. And now they're trying to get out of this, finding a legal loophole, and it's not working. You guys, my allergies have been so bad. I've never had allergies this bad in my life. Anyway, we have pawn shop. Somebody could be providing fake receipts to a father about a pawn shop in order to bribe them. Somebody could be making fake receipts to find some sort of legal loophole out of some sort of fraud or scam. Here, let me mix these up a little bit. Since I'm blindly pulling this, I just want to make sure they are all given a fair chance to come out. Okay. Tell me about legal loophole in reverse, Holy Spirit. What else do we need to know? What they did to you is only emphasizing how crazy they are. I swear. I do my hair every day, you guys, and it's been really weird. Anyway. Somebody could have done something, lied with altered records of a driver's license to an Aries who's religious but not spiritual. There could be a brother involved as well. And what they did here with this, trying to find some sort of legal loophole here, which is not working, is only emphasizing how crazy they are. So if they're trying to say you're an addict, that you, I don't know, done any of the things that they're trying to bind you to here, then it's only emphasizing how effed up they are. Capricorn. A Capricorn could have coerced a brother. There could be a Capricorn brother involved. Or a separate person that's a Capricorn to this brother. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, maybe you're a Capricorn. But this Capricorn, whatever they've done here, this could be this karmic auntie that they're looking for a loophole to get out of. This could be a Capricorn, and they're looking crazy for what they've done now. Disguise. Disguise, robbery. Capricorn, disguise. You could have been done with your time being wasted. A Capricorn could be involved. A Capricorn could be involved in a robbery or a disguise or something like that. Somebody is trying to disguise who they are. They're trying to disguise receipts from a pawn shop. This is fraud. This is a scam. Somebody could have bribed a father to do something at a pawn shop. Guilty by association. So a Capricorn could have been trying to disguise something that they did here, but they're guilty by association. And now somebody's looking for a legal loophole to get out of something for check fraud, scam, pawn shop receipts. I don't know. And we have this right next to lied. Somebody could have used somebody to disguise. Somebody could have used like a, this is wild, but somebody could have used like a body double or something that's disguised as you to lie to your partner. All right, tell me about breaking protocol, Holy Spirit. Drive-by stalking. Somebody could be stalking you, driving by you. There could be screenshots of somebody stalking you while you're in your car. This could be a karmic auntie who's an addict. Somebody could be providing screenshots here saying that an addict is driving by and stalking them. This is to find some sort of legal loophole to get out of something because they're guilty by association when it comes to something. Or somebody's trying to bind another person to being guilty by association. Everything they say is a lie. So somebody could have went to a father energy and lied about something to do with a pawn shop and a scam. This could have been done to your father. Or somebody bribed a father to lie. I'm not for sure. Angry. Somebody's angry. There could be an Aries here that's angry about what's transpired. They could have been shown something like a driver's license, which was fake. Oh my gosh. A driver's license. I just said a driver's license and Spirit says ID card. You see how many cards are here, right? Somebody could be angry. A Capricorn could be angry. Somebody could be being identified as a Capricorn brother who was coerced. This person could be angry. Break in protocol. Somebody could have used an ID to lie. Somebody could be angry about something here. Let's see what else we've got. Break in protocol. Karma, dharma, destiny. So whoever is lying, it's their destiny. It's their karma to have to deal with this. Cover up. Somebody could be disguising another person in an ID card to cover something up. Now somebody's trying to cover up a robbery, binding something, lying to your ex, trying to bind an injury to another person, guilty by association. So somebody could be trying to bind someone here to be guilty by association, but this person or you have self-worth. Now, when I say you, collective, it's, you know, I'm so used to doing other readings where they mostly are one-on-one, where I'm saying you. So please don't, if I say you and it's not your reading, then just disregard it. This could be for someone else. This could most likely be for somebody in your energy, okay? So please just take it how it resonates. If it doesn't, just let it go. Hired. Somebody hired another person to bind someone, to cover up something because they were angry. Somebody could be guilty by association for hiring another person to do an injury. This could have been this binding here. Tell me about restricted area, Holy Spirit. Waged WAR on you for money. Huh. Karmic auntie could either be paying or accepting money. Somebody could have accessed a restricted area because they were given money. Somebody could have lied about check fraud scam. CPA. Somebody who does like accounting. Somebody, a father could be a CPA. A CPA could be lying. A CPA could have been bribed to lie, trying to get you fired. An Aries could have tried to get you fired because they were angry. An Aries driver's license could be involved. Stepmother. So I was just pausing for a minute here because we have do not enter restricted area. Somebody could have accessed a restricted area. This could be like a CPA. Like an accountant. A stepmother could be a Capricorn. A stepmother and a brother could have coerced somebody with an ID card. Or a Capricorn coerced a stepmother and a brother, trying to devalue you. So somebody could be trying to cover something up by trying to devalue you because they waged WAR on you for money. They could be trying to get you fired by devaluing you. This could be a stepmother that's involved. Heartbroken. You could be heartbroken. Somebody was hired to bind you to something or something to do with an injury. Somebody can be bound to trying to injure another person. They're guilty by association for hiring someone. They could be hiring somebody to cover something up because they're angry. So they're lying. They're stalking. Let's get a couple more. Tell me more about restricted area. In court, doubling down. So somebody's in court doubling down on their lies. This could be a karmic auntie. Wow. So if they could have gone to court, said you were an addict, said you were a scammer or something. They could have even went to court. They could have been stalking you, collective, and then taking screenshots of it and providing it to the court saying that you were stalking them. This is why it's really important to make sure if you are dealing with specifically a stalking situation that you record, you make a timeline, make a spreadsheet, I don't know. But if it's an ongoing issue that's been going on for a while, it's really important to make sure that you have a timeline, you have the dates, the times, a description of what transpired, and any pictures or screenshots yourself. So that way, if somebody tries to flip the script on you, you have proof that what they're saying is a lie. Okay? All right. So somebody's doubling down in court on lies. A sister, a father, and a sister could be lying about something that happened in a pawn shop. A father could have been bribed, or a father bribed a sister to lie about something. Somebody could be like an accountant, or they do the books for something. Somebody could be cooking the books on you, or you is the initial. We only have one letter out here so far, so that's interesting. This could be your sister, your father. Somebody was bribed to lie, or somebody lied to a father and a sister about something that happened at a pawn shop. Miracles are coming in for you, collective. So miracles are coming in for you when it comes to this situation where somebody's doubling down and lying in court, stalking, trying to alienate you. Somebody could have tried to alienate you because they're angry. This could be an Aries who's religious, not spiritual. Whatever they did is it's like emphasizing how crazy they are for trying to get you fired, all because they're angry about something. An Aries driver's license could have been used to get you fired or to lie somehow. Weird vibes, bizarre behavior. You could have a stepmother here who's giving you weird vibes, giving off weird vibes and bizarre behavior. This stepmother could be a Capricorn, or this brother is a Capricorn. Something about a stepmother being ID'd in being involved in some coercion, whether they were coerced or they coerced another person to do something. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Taurus. There could be a Taurus involved that is trying to cover something up, trying to devalue you in order to cover something up. This Taurus could have lied to your ex about a robbery. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let me move these. We're going to go into that deck next. So let's get one more card here. So I'm glad we have some information. Miracles could be coming in for you when it comes to a Taurus. I don't know if that's going to apply to your situation, but it might help decipher who these people are. There could be a Taurus that's a sister who's doubling down in court, trying to devalue you. This person could be giving off weird vibes and bizarre behavior. Sister could have reached out to you, giving you weird vibes, trying to purposely alienate you. Maybe that's what's going on. There's a sister that's trying to alienate you from the family. Cycle, this is the last card. I just said this is going to be the last card from this deck. We're going to go into one more deck, but look at that. Cycle is closed. So there could be a cycle could be being closed when it comes to a sister doubling down in court on lies. The sister could have waged WAR on you along with a stepmother who's being identified as being angry and lying, who could be doing something when it comes to stalking. They could have hired someone to stalk you because they were angry. Now they're trying to cover this up. Someone could be heartbroken to find this out, or they're heartbroken to find out you have self-worth. They could be heartbroken that this cycle is closed. Now, something about court. Someone's heartbroken this is closed. Or it's going to be closed. Whether it is or not yet, it may not be yet, but it's going to be closed one way or the other. Either it's already closed or it's going to be closed. Or this person was trying to close your world and cause some sort of downward cycle or spiral for you by doubling down on lies in court, and it's not going to work. This could be a Taurus that this cycle is being closed with. Okay, something about slander, defamation, false reports. There could be one too many false reports that somebody made here trying to ruin your life with lies. So somebody could have lied on you, collective, by making false reports. A sister could be involved, a Taurus could be involved. And now they're trying to double down with this slander, defamation, but the cycle's going to be closed out. Something about a subpoena. You could be getting a subpoena when it comes to going to court. Somebody may not be able to sleep. They could be paranoid. Their actions have backfired, so they can't sleep. They could be being subpoenaed. A grandmother could be getting subpoenaed. A grandmother not of the light could be involved in doing something with camera or on a camera footage that a lawyer got. Okay, so, and we have illicit substances. And you did something all by yourself, collective. Let's see, what does this say? Unintentionally curse themselves. So there could be a grandmother here who's not of the light, that there's camera footage of, that a lawyer obtained. And now this is unintentionally cursing themselves, and this is why they can't sleep. A grandmother could be getting subpoenaed. A grandmother could have made false reports. Wow. People are seriously like, who has the time to do all this? Just think if these people would have put all this time and energy into actually doing something positive for their life. Just think of how successful they would be. Sorry, all the dogs are barking, you guys. People are really great dog owners, can't you tell? Okay. And you did something all by yourself. Something about cash. Somebody could have bribed somebody with cash. I don't know. Let's keep going. Oh, y'all, my allergies have been so bad. Okay. Let's get into this addict behavior here. Is this open case about an addict? Who's this addict? What do we need to know about this robbery? Competition. Whoever's opening a case here is in competition. They want to win at all costs. They could be intimidated by you. So they're lying and saying you're an addict. Somebody can be born on the 30, was that a 7? 71. Sorry, it looked like a 3. Someone could be born in 1971. This is too big. Let me just use half of these at a time. All right. Tell me more about this open case, Holy Spirit. Whoever's opening this case, collective, they could be born in 71. They could be an addict. Something about a robbery. We have woke. Politically aware, activist, truth seeker. So somebody is in competition with you, a truth seeker. Somebody tried to open a case on you. Someone could be born in 76 or on the 16th. You could be woke to this whole situation about somebody doing what they're doing, and you're trying to seek the truth about this, about a karmic auntie, a bribe, a father, a stepmother, something to do with a pawn shop. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Insatiable, impossible to satisfy, never enough. So whoever this person is who has an open case on, or is trying to open a case on you, collective, they could be saying they're a truth seeker, but this person could be impossible to please, impossible to satisfy. Whatever's going on here is never enough for this person. Somebody could be, it could be never enough for somebody to rob other people. It's right next to robbery. Tell me more about this open case. Entanglements, third-party outsiders, messy, busybodies, web of lies. So somebody's telling a whole bunch of lies, collective, about a robbery. Somebody could be saying that you robbed somebody because you're an addict. I'm not getting that that's true. And so whoever this person is that's in competition with you hates that you have self-worth. Something's never enough. When it comes to this open case, somebody can be 48 or born in 1978. All right, tell me about these altered records and this karmic auntie. Tell me more about altered records, Holy Spirit. Remember, this karmic auntie is hellbound for bribing people, coercing people, lying to your ex or your current partner to bind you to something that you did not do. Tell me more about altered records. Boastful and puppy love. This could have been this person lying to somebody that was like young love. This could be somebody from your past that you love, that you were in a relationship with since you were young, like, you know, like over 18 or whatever. Somebody lied perhaps to somebody who has like young love. This could also be a father that was lied to, coerced. Somebody was boastful. They were bragging, trying to showcase some sort of achievements when it comes to possessions or advantages. Someone could be born in 1999 or something significant about 1999. This could be when you were with this person that was lied to. Yeah, this karmic auntie could be boastful. When it comes to this, they could be boasting about how they altered records. That they are good at altering records. And they could showcase their achievements when it comes to altering records. What a sick individual. Tell me more about altered records. Somebody could have been boasting about this. They could have been boasting about bribing others. That's too many. We're not going to take those. I just want one. Tell me more, Holy Spirit, about altered records. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit, about these altered records? Now let's try this half of the deck. What else do we need to know about altered records? Interesting. Spirit's looking for just the right card to come out. What else do we need to know? Thank you. Triggered. Something triggered an individual, a karmic auntie. Somebody could be feeling like they were strongly victimized when it came to something. This person could be triggered. Something about 1982 is significant. Something set off this karmic auntie. Interesting. So there could be something that triggered this karmic auntie to start altering records, to start bribing people, to coerce people. Something is never enough for them when it comes to perhaps money. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do we need to know about this altered records? Y'all, this energy is so gross. I honestly, like, I can feel it in my body, and it's disgusting. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Gut feeling. You could be very intuitive. You could be going off. So this is right next to you are always 10 steps ahead. So you could be having a gut feeling, an intuitive gut feeling. That's wisdom and inner guidance coming from your ancestral protection. And this is why you're always 10 steps ahead of someone. Somebody can be 40, 45. Sorry, guys, I can't see these really. And it's not because I can't see the number. It's because it's written on like this background that's messy. So tell me more, Holy Spirit. You could have a gut feeling that this person lied to your ex or current partner. You could have had a gut feeling that an Aries was lied to, a partner was lied to, or somebody was bribed. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Deceitful. Liar, liar, pants on fire, withholding the truth. So you could have an ex that you have a gut feeling about that's lying to you, that's not telling you the truth about something. They're being deceitful. They could have bribed a karmic auntie, or they were bribed by a karmic auntie. Something about 1990 could be significant. You could know that this third party entanglement here is being deceitful, that they're trying to bind someone here to an injury. They're guilty by association. Tell me more. Tell me about this barred entry. I almost said entree. Okay. Unresponsive. Missed calls. Messages left unread. January 12th could be significant. Somebody could have bribed a father to leave you on red. You could have also received a message from a sister trying to somehow alienate you from a father. So you could have a father that basically left you on red because of something a sister said that was a lie about a pawn shop. Somebody was bribed. Oh, a sister was a smooth talker. Deceptive words to trick, persuasive, charmingly dangerous. A father could be aware that this sister is charmingly dangerous. This person could be born in 68, or there could be a father that's born in 1968. A sister. Take it how it resonates. Whatever's going on here, something is a lie. Tell me more about barred entry. So this smooth talker could have been barred entry. The smooth talker could have been barred entry when it comes to their persuasive or deceptive words or this trick. That was weird. Okay. Inactive and on a mission. So whoever the sister is could be on a mission here. And all it's doing is wasting time. They're focused and determined. Someone could be born on the 21st of the month. Or January 1977. Or just January. Or just 1977. So somebody's on a mission to coerce people. A brother could be involved as well as a Capricorn. Somebody could have provided ID for something that was faked. Globetrotter, adventurous, jet setter. So somebody could be adventurous with their lies. Somebody could be traveling. This deceitful person could be a globetrotter. Whoever this third party is that's involved. This brother could be, or father could be a globetrotter. They could be religious, not spiritual. You could be done with your time being wasted because you know someone's on a mission to lie. Wow. All right. Tell me about legal loophole in reverse. What do we need to know, Holy Spirit? Here, let me mix these up. Tell me more about this legal loophole in reverse. Mechanical, thinking logically and without emotion. A karmic auntie could be like saying that they're thinking logically and working here without emotion. This person could just be like, and it says mechanical, like this person could be like a NPC. Sorry I said it, but yeah. This could be like a habit. This could be how somebody operates. Somebody's using something mechanical to get a legal loophole. Somebody could be born on something could have happened in 2022, or somebody was born on the 22nd of the month. Tell me more about this legal loophole in reverse. So another thing is this karmic auntie could be trying to use something mechanical to do a check fraud scam. Or something mechanical to somebody's... Y'all, I don't want to say this, but something could have been done mechanically to someone's car. I hope that that's not the case. Whoever this person is that's in competition with you, they're being boastful about smooth talking another individual to leave you on red. They could have thought that they were thinking logically without emotion, but they're realizing now whatever this was a scam. Their alliance with a father could be a scam. This says working together, strong bonds to win. So a karmic auntie and a father, a karmic auntie could have bribed a father to become an alliance when it came to something here. And now what they did is emphasizing how crazy they are. They thought they were thinking logically and without emotion, but they weren't. They're being looked at as being crazy. Someone could be born in 1961. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do we need to know about this Capricorn brother legal loophole in reverse? Wow. Anything for this legal loophole in reverse? Wow. Spirit is very specific. Disconnected, blocked, cancels, deleted. So these alliances have been disconnected. Somebody walked away. They blocked, canceled, or deleted this connection here. Because they know somebody was angry and that they were trying to get you fired. $1955 could be significant. Tell me about legal loophole in reverse. What do we need to know? Thank you. The Tinder swindler. So somebody could be aware that somebody was a con artist, a scammer. This person could realize this person is fake. That they're trying to coerce them because they're getting weird vibes from someone. This says fake it till they run up your credit cards. So somebody could have formed alliances with somebody and disguised themselves in order to run up credit cards or something. To rob you for money. Now they're trying to cover this up. A Taurus could be involved. Someone's is heartbroken. This is literally coming to an end. Anything else for legal loophole? So somebody's trying to find a legal loophole. This person is a scam artist. So whatever they're doing here, it's a scam. They're guilty by association. Infatuation. Too hot, too heavy, too soon. Won't last. Shouldn't last. This won't last. Something could have become too hot and too heavy too soon. Making alliances with another person. They could have bribed somebody, a sister with lies, a father with lies. Saying they're trying to find the truth about a situation. This was all scam. All right. One more for legal loophole in reverse, Holy Spirit. What do we need to know about this legal loophole in reverse? Poaching. Trespassing by any means, taking what is not theirs. So somebody was doing a check fraud scam here. They were trying to take something that was not theirs by any means necessary. They even worked together with other people. Getting people angry by lying. Trying to get you fired. Trying to alienate you. Now these connections are breaking up. Somebody triggered another person in order to set off this whole situation. It's clear that somebody was trespassing in your energy, trespassing in a home. This could have been a Taurus that was trying to rob another person or is responsible for robbing another person. They did too much. And so it's not going to work. They're trying to take something that's not theirs. Get a job, people. Tell me about breaking protocol. What do we need to know about this, Holy Spirit? Drive-by stalking, angry, cover up, controlling. The toxic key to your mind watches your every move. So somebody's watching your every move. They could be driving by. They could be stalking. They could be watching everything, trying to say you're an addict. But really, this person is in competition. They could be watching your every move and taking screenshots of everything because they're trying to scam someone by lying in court. I just heard, I wish they would. So Spirit just said, I wish they would. So if they are lying in court, it's going to be a serious problem. It's going to actually backfire. And your ancestral protection is super, super on lockdown because you're serious about your spirituality. You live your life in a specific way. You live your life in a way where you don't allow people to, first of all, be in your energy. Nevertheless, do these types of things, because this is why you're getting information and becoming 10 steps ahead of what's going on. Now, just because you know something doesn't mean you need to announce it, right? So you could be getting messages as far as ancestral protection goes, intuition, gut feelings, and y'all, my allergies, I'm so sorry. And so you could be getting these messages, but that doesn't mean you need to go tell anyone. It doesn't mean, just use that for you and for your information. It's like, it's your, secret line to the Most High and your divine team. So it's not anything that you need to announce, because these people are watching everything. So they can lie. Somebody could be lying about something, saying that you're angry. This is a way to cover something up. But somebody's trying to control a situation by stalking, driving by, hot and cold, extreme inconsistencies, roller coaster ride of emotions. So whoever this controlling person is, they could have a roller coaster of emotions here when it comes to a situation. They could have done something really dumb by trying to get you fired, trying to alienate you from your family, even trying to bribe your family. Somebody could have made some sort of fake pawn shop receipts here to coerce an Aries or a father. Emperor energy is what it's giving me. Somebody's extremely inconsistent with whatever it is that they're trying to do here. There's nothing that is helping them in this situation. They could be trying to say they're religious, that they're a truth seeker, but that's not what's coming out here. Tell me about breaking protocol. So there could be an extreme inconsistency when it comes to something. Somebody could be trying to control some sort of protocol. Ooh, but your angelic ancestors, they got your back. Cheer squad. So you're being cheered on in the 5D collective. Your angelic ancestors have your back when it comes to perhaps a Capricorn, a stepmother, somebody who's giving off weird vibes. This could have to do with a brother. You're always 10 steps ahead because of your angelic ancestors. I can't make it up, you guys. So they can break whatever freaking protocol they want. They can lie, they can stalk however much they want, but it isn't going to work. Differences. One thing is not like the other. Different background and status. So you may be the complete opposite of whoever these people are. Okay? Whoever these people are here, like, they could be extreme, toxic. They come from a different background than you, whatever that may mean. Okay? 38. Breaks down to an 11. That's justice and tarot. So somebody, you could be getting justice for whatever this cover up is here that somebody's trying to attach you to, bind you to. They want you to be guilty by association. Tell me more. In the shadows, cloak and disguise, and divorce. Disillusion of marriage. In the shadows, stalking and observing, watching, contemplating. This could have been going on in 2024, 2025. Cloak and disguise. Conceals true identity, mysterious, not showing all their cards. So whoever it is that's trying to devalue you, this could be this Taurus that's trying to cover something up, perhaps using somebody in a disguise to do some sort of robbery. This person is stalking, observing. They could be observing the differences. Somebody's observing the differences. Okay, so I just got something. There could be somebody who's lying about robbery and you. This could be... Okay, I don't know why that this is coming through like this. Remember in the beginning of the reading, I said that there could be somebody that is trying to get you caught up in something. They could be saying you robbed somebody, but it was them. This is like the pot calling the kettle black. So whoever's here, this Taurus could be trying to disguise whatever it is they did with a robbery and putting the blame onto you to cover something up. Whatever the case is, there's some sort of receipts. Like somebody could have robbed another person and then taken something to a pawn shop or made fake pawn shop receipts saying they sent it to a pawn shop or something. But really they didn't. Whatever's gone on here, it has something to do with this karmic auntie, a Taurus, a stepmother, a Capricorn, a brother, a father, a sister. Like there could be a whole family of criminals involved here. Somebody could have been watching and contemplating trying to get somebody divorced. They could have purposely tried to turn your partner against you. This could have started when somebody was 35 or is 35. This could have been going on in 2024 and 2025. Somebody's trying to conceal their true identity. This person's deceitful. They're a third party. They're infatuated with injuring another person. Even if they have to hire someone to do it, this is sick. Okay, tell me about this restricted area. Retaliate and numbing. Somebody could be accessing a restricted area in order to be able to double down on lies in court. Somebody could be watching you, stalking you, watching your every move. And they could be completely indifferent to this. Retaliate, revengeful, vengeful, spiteful, out to get others. So somebody is waging WAR on you to retaliate. This is out of retaliation. They could be entering a restricted area. This could be any kind of restricted area. An area they're not supposed to be accessing. That they're not supposed to be entering. This is fraud. This is stalking. And this is in order to double down on lies. And they're indifferent and detached from this. A sister could be involved. Someone could be born on the 19th or be 43. All right, let's get a few more cards here, you guys. Where are we at on time? Okay. This is so annoying, y'all. All right. Tell me about restricted area. What else do we need to know about this? Divine calling, higher purpose, destiny fulfilled. Somebody is angry that your destiny is fulfilled. You are a truth seeker. You are possibly an activist as a truth seeker. This is your divine calling. Somebody's angry about this. They could be trying to get you fired from your divine calling. This could be an Aries. A sister could be indifferent or detached from whatever it is that they're doing here. All the lies they've told, something about a pawn shop, and bribery of a father. Tell me more. Underdog. Underestimated and overlooked. So somebody underestimated you and now they're trying to devalue you. They could have devalued you before they found out who you really were and found out that all the lies that they're telling are not true. Tell me about restricted area. Antagonist and house cleaning house. Eliminating undesirables and antagonist. Active adversary. Arch nemesis. Frenemy. So whoever this Taurus is a frenemy. They underestimated you. They overlooked the fact that you have a divine calling. You could be like psychic, you could be a reader, you could be just a truth seeker in general. Now somebody realizes who you are, that they overlooked something. And now they're trying to devalue you and cover something up. This is an active adversary, this Taurus is. This cycle is going to be closed out here because of all the criminal things they're doing. So anything they tried to say about you, collective, it's all going to backfire on them because they're doing illegal things to come for you. It's clean and simple. It's plain and simple. Cleaning house, eliminating undesirables. Somebody could have hired another person to eliminate someone. This is really gross. We have the number 5. Someone could be born in May 1971, 1974. Someone could be born in May 1974. Or on the 5th of the month. Or the 8th. May 8th? May 8th, 1974. That's what we've got. Give me one more for restricted area. Provocateur, not afraid to challenge status quo, ruffles a few feathers, challenger. There could be a car named, like a Challenger car that's involved. Somebody is not afraid to challenge the status quo. Somebody could have been hired to provoke another person. Whoever this active adversary is, your arch nemesis, is purposely trying to provoke you to get you out of this high vibing energy because you have a divine calling. You could actually have a divine calling to be these people's karma. Does that make sense? So you could have been put here for a higher purpose. And it says destiny fulfilled. So this cycle being closed is going to be your destiny, collective. It's karma. It's karma for someone, dharma for you. But whatever the case is, this was your divine calling to come here and deal with this particular situation. Can I just get a couple more cards for restricted area? Multiple babies, too many to handle, child support payments. So somebody could have done this because they have too many kids to support. Someone could have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids. Wow. Something about the 29th of the month, or somebody could be like born on the 29th. Whoever this person is, that's perhaps this Taurus, could be a big spender. They could be one that goes and you can see he's drinking. Somebody could be a drinker. They could spend a lot of money. Somebody could be jealous of your beauty, intimidated of your beauty. Somebody could be wanting someone to feel guilty or apologetic, or I don't know what this is, you guys. This is very interesting. You're going to know what this is. Let's get a positive message to close out the reading. Some of these cards are upside down. All right. I feel like we need to do a little bit more confirmation, you guys, honestly. Let's get just a few more cards, okay? Open case, the collective. Somebody has an open case on the collective, trying to say the collective's an addict. Somebody could be saying they're trying to seek the truth when it comes to the collective being an addict. This could be a third party who's in competition with you. They could want your person. Karmic rewards. This was in this deck, y'all. Karmic rewards. Good things are coming your way for past kindness. Blessings, positive experiences are here. So you're going to be having positive experiences. Something about 2028 is going to be significant when it comes to this open case. And stalking. Invasion of privacy. Somebody, oh my goodness, somebody invaded the collective's privacy in order to perhaps see if they were an addict. Something was never enough. Whatever they did here was never enough, so they continued to stalk the collective. This person could be in competition with you. You could always be 10 steps ahead of this stalker. Whoever this is that's invading your privacy, you could have a gut feeling about somebody. Tell me about altered records. What do we need to know, Holy Spirit, about these altered records? Illusionist. Yep, somebody's an illusionist. This karmic auntie who's altering these records is just casting illusions over the collective so they can bribe people to do something, so they can actually prove a lie, but they're getting legal issues. The authorities could be involved. An Aries could have got the authorities involved, or there's an Aries that could be going to court. Because they were saying you were DTF, that you were a player. You could have a gut feeling about this, that this Aries perhaps, or this auntie, is deceitful, that they're a liar. Somebody's withholding the truth when it comes to something. Projection. So everything that's being done here is a projection. This deceitful things that are being said, the deceitful things being said is a projection. This person could have lied to your partner, saying that you were the community cup, to bind you to a projection. Something that happened with a robbery. This is interesting because remember I was saying earlier that somebody's accusing you of something that they did. Chaos magic. So somebody, this karmic auntie, could be projecting chaos magic, saying that you're an addict. This is all an illusion. This is altered records or a scam. This smooth talker could be being, this deceptive smooth talker could be being barred from something. Yeah, whoever this toxic person is, this karmic energy, they're the ones that have bad habits. This person who has bad habits is on a mission. They need to really go within. Because all they're doing is sending chaos magic. But source, or they are the source of this. This karmic auntie could be the source of chaos magic. They're the source of all this toxicity that's transpired. This person needs to be in jail, quite frankly, in my personal opinion. Shocking, surprise, unexpected. A karmic auntie could be getting a surprise, something unexpected from the courts. And this is why they're trying to find a legal loophole, but it's not working. Y'all, my allergies are just like, I was about to sneeze. It's like so bad. Ugh. Tell me about check fraud scam. Knowledge. So this karmic auntie could be getting knowledge, some sort of shocking surprise, that the courts have knowledge about a check fraud scam and their alliances with other people that now they're having to disconnect from. They could have used alliances to try to swindle you, to try to scam you, to con you. They did too much, and now they're trying to disconnect from something. They could be getting, okay, let me go back here. And a karmic auntie could have thought they were thinking logically when they did something here, when they lied, when they tried to bribe people to do things. They could have worked with a sister, a father, whatever the case is, against the collective. Okay? Now, their alliances and perhaps strong bonds with others or unions with others, they work together to trespass and take what was not theirs. This could be trespassing on your property, in your home. Their con artist scam ways, they could have done something with check fraud scam. They could have made altered records to provide to the courts. Now it's being, this karmic auntie is being made aware. She's getting a shocking surprise that the courts have knowledge of something and that there is no legal loophole that she can get out of this. This could be what she normally does. She finds legal loopholes to get out of things. So now she's running, trying to avoid accountability because your ancestors, she's running from this toxicity and the authorities because your ancestors are like, got you. So now this person could be angry. A Gemini could be involved. A Gemini could be involved in something here that was perhaps a lie to your partner, current or ex, about you being the community cup. This was disguised as something. Whoever this Gemini and Taurus are, they're now trying to cover up what they did, trying to devalue you. They're the source of these lies. They're the source of whatever's going on here. They're the ones that are on a mission. They could literally be following you around the freaking globe. They're the source of whatever this binding is here. And now this Gemini and Taurus are guilty by association for hiring someone to bind the collective with a projection, which was a lie. Somebody's withholding the truth. Something about a Leo could be significant. This Gemini and Taurus could have been stalking you. They could have invaded your property, privacy. They could have hired somebody to do this. They specifically hate that you're not DTF, that you're not the community cup, that you hate. They hate that you value your worth, that you value yourself. There's no way that you're the community cup. You're getting good karmic rewards. There's a Leo involved as well here. Now, this Taurus and this Gemini could have lied to a Leo. A Leo could have lied to your partner about robbery. A Gemini and Taurus could have lied to your partner about robbery and a Leo. Something about a Leo. You could be a Leo. You could be a Gemini. You could be a Taurus. So flip and switch with it, how it makes sense for your situation. This Gemini could have just been infatuated with something that was never going to last. Now they're running. They're getting a shocking surprise. Somebody could have, a brother could have coerced a Capricorn. Or a brother and a stepmother coerced a Capricorn with weird vibes or something. I don't know. Tell me more. Tell me about legal loophole. Oh, wait. Where are we? Breaking protocol. Unconditional love. There could be somebody involved here that has unconditional love. This is giving me mother energy. A controlling mother could be involved as well. That's toxic. This person could have hired these people to watch your every move. This is interesting. This toxic mother who's watching your every move could have a roller coaster ride of emotions. They could be hot, they could be cold. They could be angry, they could be sad. This person could have worked with an Aries, a father energy here. And now it's just emphasizing how crazy they are. Yeah, this was spell work. So this was manipulation done on an Aries because this person's religious and not spiritual. So if you're religious and not spiritual, a lot of times they preach like in churches that people who are spiritual are like, you know, witches or into dark things or whatever, right? Like tarot card readers are evil, that sort of thing. This person could have been preying on the fact that this person is religious and not spiritual, so they wouldn't understand something. So they used that, they disguised whatever this was as something that it wasn't. Somebody could have even hired another person to do some sort of spell work. This could have been a mother who was angry. Or this karmic auntie could also be this person's mother. Whoever this karmic auntie is, they could be someone's mother. Like mother role, okay? This karmic auntie could be controlling this situation. Telling who to do, telling people to stalk, when to do it, where to do it. Doubling down in court. Saying someone's an addict, and this is a scam. Spiritual rank. Collective, the break-in protocol here is that you have spiritual rank over this Gemini, this Taurus, this Leo, this karmic auntie. You're the only one who has a connection to source here. This spell work did not work because of your spiritual rank. So if somebody's continuing to do like some sort of spell work or black magic or hex or curse you, it's not working because you outrank them. And your angelic ancestors are here. They're seeing the differences in what people are doing in the shadows here. They can't cloak and conceal themselves from your angelic ancestors. You go, I'm finding so much more information that I did not see in the beginning, okay? I'm glad we went this far. So, yeah, your angels and ancestors are seeing the differences and that somebody's not cloaking and disguising themselves. A Capricorn could have even been part of doing some sort of spell work here. And now someone's trying to cover this up. Wow. Can I get one more, please? Yeah, we have liar, no, and yes. So somebody's trying to disguise themselves, disguise their lies. Somebody lied to get somebody divorced or broke up. This could have been a Gemini, a Taurus, a Leo, but your spiritual rank. So whatever this magic is did not work. They were lying. Whatever this lying magic is, it did not work. Somebody here's a liar. It could be a Leo, Gemini, Taurus, or they could be lying about a Taurus, Leo, Gemini. We have intuition. Your intuition could be telling you this. Somebody could be lying when it comes to divination. Which is considered spell work. It could be a mother who's involved in this. A mother could have hired somebody to lie. Now, there could also be somebody who unconditionally loves you behind the scene that is that has your back. They're your cheer squad. All right, tell me more. Contentment, happiness, and gratitude. So, hold on. There's so many cards out here. So you are extremely grateful to the divine, to your angelic ancestors. This is why you have, or why you outrank somebody. Somebody is unhappy that you are content. Somebody's trying to bring stalking and scammy stuff, WAR, towards you because you're in a happiness and content, grateful energy. Somebody's trying to say somebody who's healed is an addict, is a scammer. Like whatever these people are saying about you, it's them. So somebody's doubling down on lies about your gratitude, about how content you are and your happiness. This is retaliation. Yeah, and all this has done is transformed you, given you upgrades. So these illusions, that somebody is like casting over the collective. All their stalking, all their lies is just making you transform. You're actually seeing the blessing in this, which is admirable. And this is why you're getting a transformation. This is why you outrank whoever these people are. Whoever these people are that are trying to control something, now they're trying to cover something up. They could have broke in somewhere. They could have been stalking. They could have made a fake ID. In order to cover something up, they could have hired someone to break in. You may know someone's been in your house or your energy just by how something feels. You could literally walk in your house after being gone and you could be like, oh, someone's been in here. That's how connected you are. Now somebody has guilt and remorse for what they did. This could be a stepmom who's heartbroken and they're regretful that they did something for money. This stepmother could be being ID'd. This stepmother could have been giving you weird vibes because of money. This, whatever they did here, the coercion, the weird vibes, it's all about money. They could have lied because of money. Aries again. So an Aries and a stepmother Aries, or a stepmother could be trying to cover something up so an Aries doesn't find out. There could be an Aries, a Taurus, and a Gemini and Leo involved, and we have contract. Commitment, obligation, agreement. So there could be a stepmother here, collective, that was trying to get some sort of abundance through some sort of a contract. So let's say that you have a father that married a stepmother and there was like family money that was supposed to go to you because this is your father. There's something here about a contract, an agreement, an obligation of fortune to you, and this stepmother is mad. Wow. Destiny, because this is your destiny. This is your karma. This is your fate. This is fated. So they can hire anybody they want. They can get whatever readings they want. They can try to injure you, or they can be, whatever. They can be heartbroken for whatever they've done here, but it's been exposed. So this stepmother could be part of a sister, and a stepmother could be part of doubling down in court. And Taurus again, and this is right over retaliate. Restricted area. Someone could be entering a restricted area they know they're not supposed to enter in order to alter records, get screenshots, do some scammy behavior. This is, somebody's indifferent to this. They don't care. These people are born and bred through and through criminals. That's what I'm getting. I'm sorry, but that's what I see. Yeah, they're playing mind games. This is a part of retaliation. So this is some sort of trickery or confusion. So somebody could be accessing a restricted area to F with your head. Somebody could be spending a lot of money on this retaliation, on waging this WAR. They're trying to play mind games, collective, in order to get you to snap. They're poking the bear. They're using reactive ABUSE as a form of tricking and confusing you. So somebody could be accessing something like a basement, an attic, out of spite. This is a form of retaliation. You could be becoming indifferent to this as well. Like you're just like, whatever. You could know that this is to double down in court on lies. Somebody's being paid to do this. This is your frenemy who could be paying somebody to retaliate against you, to provoke you. Wow. They're trying to get you to become unstable and angry. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Gossip, trash talk, lies. So this is part of this confusion. This person, perhaps a Taurus, is trying to play mind games, confuse other people. This is a part of their manipulation to retaliate and make you crazy. They're trying to gossip and trash talk you, lie on you behind the scenes. They're even paying people to do this. These people are all going to go to jail. Once they take this to court, it's game over. They think that they've got this on lockdown, but they don't. The truth prevails. All their lies and their trash talk are coming out. Everybody's going to be subpoenaed probably to court. You can spend all the money that you want here. Somebody wants you to be overlooked when it comes to something. Now somebody's trying to disguise something, a cover-up, some sort of gossip and trash talk. They're the source of something. Yeah, they're trying to change and adjust what they did to make it look like something it's not. They're trying to devalue you, and now they're trying to act like, oh, we didn't do that. This is a form of cover-up. So if somebody was trying to talk crap on you, saying you were the community cup, this is part of this cover-up. It's just trash talk. It's a part of some sort of retaliation that they're putting a lot of energy into, and now it's going to be game over. They can put all the energy into this that they want. It's game over for them if they go to court, like I just said. They're not going to be able to change something in court. The cycle is closed. It's game over. Yeah. Something about illicit substances, victim, in cahoots, guarded. Somebody could be in jail. A third party could be in jail because they worked in cahoots with somebody to pretend like they were the victim when it comes to some sort of substances. Some sort of third party did something with technology. Access to technology. I cannot make this up. So there could be a Taurus involved here that put a lot of energy into accessing somebody's technology. This was a third party, or they tried to say you were a third party. They could have been doing this in order to say something about substances. They were doing this in order to copy you. There could be a witchy sister that's involved in being your copycat. Like this sister could have just popped right out and looked exactly like you one day. Hair, everything, unmistakable. This could have been in order to make some sort of a fake ID card. Wow. Oh. Uh-huh. This could also be to poison people's minds, to get you rejected. This witchy sister could be involved, or there's actually something about a toxic substance being put into your food or drink. This could have been illicit substances. Somebody could have done something at your job, or there could be a Scorpio that's a fraudster, trickster, deceptive, charlatan. Or somebody saying this about you and your job. A Scorpio could be saying that you are deceptive, or there's something about deception at your job, or something like that. But you're in peace. You are this Empress energy. You are this divine feminine Empress energy. You are abundant, successful, fertile in everything that you do. All of this is just emotional manipulation. There could be a Capricorn that's involved in this manipulation as well. Yeah, even doing candle magic, trying to dig up dirt on you and have you impersonated. Take something from you, say that you are a hoe, but you're going to be victorious because you are asserting your dominance. You are the leader of these siblings. So there could be somebody who's leading this. You could have an alpha female sibling that's involved, trying to do something to a role model. But you have your light team, your spirit guides. You could have a Sagittarius as well. Someone's envious of your spiritual gifts, so they're trying to set you up. This could be a Virgo who's demonic and diabolical. Justice is coming in with Libra. For a lover, something that was done with a lover, someone's tried to harm your relationship. They're optimistic that's going to work, so they could get some sort of money from a supreme being that's empowered. Somebody could have tried to isolate you, a supreme being. Listen, nobody can isolate you. If somebody thinks they're isolating you, it's not that they're isolating you. It's because you want to be away from other people. So this person is just, there's a truth about some sort of isolation here coming out. That somebody was a false, fake, pretender, disingenuous, wearing a mask in order to have you isolated. Somebody who's in their power, in their divine energy here. Okay, I'm not going to go any further, but yeah. Hold on. Picked up too many of these. Okay. Okay, so, y'all, this energy. This is, I'm really getting, this is it. There may be a few more little details, but I'm getting that now this is why I do such long readings, because I like there to be information beginning to end. I want for there to be information on how this started and how it's going to end. Okay? All right. So gosh, I don't know. Should I get a positive message? I think I'm going to wait, you guys. I know I said that, but I'm going to go ahead and just let you guys go. This is a long reading. Like the reading, hype the reading if you are given the opportunity. It really helps, and I appreciate you. Thank you for all your comments in advance. Thank you for your subscriptions. If you choose to become part of the family, I'd love to have you. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.